wanting to experience what it feels like to be an adult. The boy locked his parents in a 10-meter deep pit. He then drove to a nearby ATM. Using his memory, he entered his father's bank card password. Looking at the $750,000 balance in the account, Jack couldn't help but feel a surge of satisfaction. He had been planning this day for a whole week. At first, he planned to sprinkle sleeping powder into lemonade, but to ensure the correct dosage, he used the family gardener as a test subject. Watching the gardener suddenly collapse to the ground, Jack immediately grabbed a stick and went over. He poked the gardener a few times to confirm he was completely unconscious. That night, Jack knocked out his unsuspecting family members one by one. He then entered their rooms, dragged them out, and placed them on the trash cart he usually used. He tossed them into the pit he had discovered. The next day, his sister was the first to wake up. Seeing the unfamiliar surroundings, she immediately panicked. His father also looked around confused, but soon all three of them realized something was wrong. At that moment, Jack was mimicking his parents' voices, calling the gardener to fire him. Then he canceled all their appointments and their names. After doing all that, he drove to the bank and without hesitation withdrew $300 from the ATM. He believed that the first step in becoming an adult was spending money freely, so he spent the entire amount on fried chicken and burgers. At that moment, he remembered his family hadn't eaten for a whole day. He brought the fried chicken and bottled water to the cave entrance. His parents, seeing him, became instantly excited, but when Jack stood there in silence, they thought he was being coerced. They quickly urged him to find a way to call the police. However, the next moment, Jack threw the food down the pit and turned to leave. It was then that the three of them finally realized the culprit was Jack. Desperate, the three of them began to try and save themselves. They tried forming a human ladder to send the sister out, but the 10-meter depth made it impossible for them to reach the entrance no matter how hard they tried.